All right. So, my name is Alex Martin. I'm a social media marketer, celebrity photographer. Long story short, I've been doing marketing for about 7 years. And long story short, my goal today is to help you guys build your following over the next 76 days. So do anybody know what's going on in the next 76 days? It's a new year, 2024. We don't need to wait. We just need to dominate starting today. All right. So I just want to help you guys by doing that. So I ain't trying to sell you anything. I just want to bring value. And if you find value in it, just tell a friend. All right. So, starting off, I feel like with each social media platform that we have out there, we need to know what story we're telling on each platform. Who are you? What makes you different, right? A lot of times we think we just jump on social media and we just post the same type of content we see everybody else doing, right? And we don't need to do that. We need to stand out. It's a loud world. Everybody wants to be a realtor, right? Y'all make all the money. But, the thing is, if you want to be a top producer, you have to stand out. And I think the question that you guys need to ask yourself is, how can you stand out? What makes you different? What makes your service better than the next person, right? So, and even then, what makes your page different from the next realtor, right? So like, how many ways can you tell your story? We need to figure that out. And then I would say with your page, you need to have a niche, right? Your niche will make you rich. So if there's luxury homes, if that's small homes, we need to figure that out. But that should consume about 75% of your page if you move accordingly, right? So the second and third thing would be, I'm so sorry, I'm so nervous, I don't know why. But the second and third thing would be something that revolves around your personality, right? Because your number one is gonna make you money, but two, you need something to make people relate to you, right? So if you're into the fancy things, if you're into, baseball, you need to highlight that a lot on your page. Just give people something that they could relate to. So, number two, you need to dominate at least 2 platforms. Can anybody guess the top 3 social media platforms right now?
Instagram, Facebook, TikTok,
YouTube.
Oh, YouTube.
Oh my God.
Who owns YouTube? Google. That's why you need to dominate it, right? Yeah. So you need to put out shorts, right? Right now, that's where it's at. So videos that range from 30 seconds to 1:30, digestible content. Make sure your keywords and your hashtags are very effective, because people are searching on the platforms now. They're not using Google as much as they used to, right? So your girl for date night, she's not going to go on Google and go with the hottest spots in Dallas. She's going to go on TikTok, see her favorite influencer, and then she's going to pick based off of what her favorite influencer said. So you need to establish yourself as the expert in your city or whatever environment that you want to dominate in, right? So
How long were the reels need to be, the shorts?
30 seconds. I would say minimum 15 seconds. But you really want to go 30 to 1:30. And you want to make that content as digestible as possible. You don't want to talk over nobody's head, because nowadays it's all about sharing, right?
Yeah.
Back then it used to be likes. People aren't liking as much. They're sharing the content. So you want to create shareable content. All right. And then how many times are you guys posting a week? Just curious.
Every day. I was trying to do once a day, but then I obviously fell off of everything.
Okay.
So like 5 days. That was
Well, you need to be posting 4 to 5 times a week, minimum.
Okay.
Minimum, right? And that's 4 to 5 times, right? So even then, right now, stories is where it's at on Instagram, right? A lot of people are sharing directly to stories. They're watching stories more than they're watching their actual feed. So you need to make sure your stories is full of great content. So then that way you get the engagement that you need to put you up there. Yeah.
Sorry for interrupting.
No, you good.
So when you say post, because I know posts and stories are completely different.
Yeah.
So stories, you can flood the stories. It's mostly like relatable content, but those posts have to be essentially targeting that niche of yours, right?
Yeah, I would say 75% of it.
75.
Yeah. So, if it's your stories, let people in on your lives, right? What is it like being a realtor, right?
What's a good balance of, like you and I were talking about, my Instagram has turned into, and social media, Facebook has turned more into my personal life. So what's a good balance between business and personal? Because I used to only focus business, and everybody, like my sister, always like, you know, when are you going to post pictures of the baby? Or, you know, let us know what's going on. So what's a good balance?
I would say 75% work. So then, yeah, in that case, I always say like 75% of your business needs to be like on your page. Long story short, that other 25%, it can be whatever. Just don't let it be too crazy, you know, because you don't want to scare people off.
Yeah.
But other than that, 75% of what you do, like I said, your niche will make you rich. So stick to that. All right. And then you guys should know your hashtag and keywords. You know, back to the bio, link in bio thing. You know, here's a hack. In Instagram right now, if you change your name, put Dallas Realtor. That way you pop up when somebody types it in.
Yeah.
Right? So something like that. And even then, making sure that your bio is completely laid out to where people know exactly what you do, what you specialize in. And if you can, try to answer questions through your content. All right? No. Answer the questions beforehand. The most frequently asked questions, right? In your field.
Like an FAQ.
Yeah. Through your content. And then the last one, be all in. All right. So if anything, I always tell people block off 4 hours a week to create and plan your content at least. I know it feels like a job, but you're going to spend that on Netflix. You're going to spend that, you know, shopping on Amazon, whatever it may be. Put that 4 hours in and get your money's worth. It's the least you can do for yourself. All right. And then don't give into emotions. Post even when you don't feel like it. Even if you got an auto scheduler, there's no excuses not to be posting. Promote yourself. You are a brand, $1 million brand. Feel it and move like it. All right. And the last thing is realize that every moment is a moment to create content. So as you guys see, I'm nervous as hell, but I got the camera rolling and I'm gonna pull something from it.
Yeah.
You know, so that's how you have to look at your life, right? Yeah, I mean, you got many ways you could create content in here. So utilize it all. That's my speech for today. I'm Alex Martin. Got me, yo. I'm here. Appreciate it. How you doing?
I know we might have to.
Okay. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry.
You write your Instagram handle up there.
Yes.
Go over. So he gave a lot of awesome tips, but we can also pay them to choose our social media.
I got those services.
He told me about the restaurant in Borneo. You brought them up.
That's the one, $500,000.
Yeah.
Yep.
So
Well,
had like a million.
And so restaurant, and yeah, they started off at 1,097 followers.
Who was it?
And so I picked them up as a client in July. And then we went over the analytics probably about a week ago. We went from 1097 to now 11.8K. And 500,000 impressions on Instagram. And then on Facebook, 130K organically. So this is traffic coming into their restaurant. And the only thing now that they have to work on is their service. You know, because we moved a lot faster than what we thought we would. So.
I had a question. How do you monitor analytical trends and determine if they're moving in a positive direction? Because you can see engagement, right? But some days you'll have good engagement, some days you have bad. How is there a method that you use to kind of track those analytics?
So I'll give you a deal that I live by. I think anybody can use this. All right, so you want to create interesting. Oh, I can't spell. Y'all judge me.
It's somebody to type and write. You're on a mission.
All right, so basically, like I live by this. You want to create interesting / entertaining content, right? So that's something what's entertaining. You see your favorite influencers do it, right? So throw your spin on it, and then from there, it'll create its own thing. Now you will have ups and downs as far as the content goes, but that's a part of the process. And then the other way you can go is educational. I always tell people, like, with educational content, you can't go wrong because, like I said, that's something that it's stuff that people can learn from. How often are you on YouTube learning? Why can't they come to your page and get that same information? So that's where you could, pull inspiration from. I always tell people, look at your favorite influencers in your industry and outside of your industry. So then that way you could bring something new to your industry. All right. But yeah, as far as like the trends go, don't get caught up in it.
Okay.
Sometimes it's cool to ride the latest sound, but other than that, don't let it make or break you, because you can always create your own sound, and next thing you know, you go viral. Yeah. So don't hold on to it. Yeah.
So how do we contact you outside of your